Hi, and welcome to our first test. So this first test is over the water cycle, lessons 1 through 3. So as I read through the test, you may pause the video at any point so you can write in answers or kind of think about the question a little bit more. But let's go ahead and get started with the matching. The matching is over our vocab terms. In each section, I'm going to read the terms first and then read the definitions. Again, if you need to pause at any point, please feel free to. All right, number 1 is groundwater movement. Number 2, infiltration. Number 3, control. Number 4, evaporation. And number 5, system. Moving over to the definitions, A is a sample that stays the same or remains unchanged. B, the process that causes a liquid to turn into a gas. C, the movement of groundwater, which occurs very slowly. D, a set of things working together as a whole. And E, when water drains down into the ground or soil. Again, feel free to pause the video if you'd like some more time to think, but I'm going to move on to the second section. Number 6, precipitation. Number 7, groundwater. Number 8, runoff. Number 9, transpiration. Number 10, condensation. Going over to the definitions. F, the process that causes a liquid in plants to be released as a gas. G, water that drains over the surface of the earth after falling as precipitation. H, water held underground in the soil or in the pores and crevices in rock. I, the process of water turning from a gas into a liquid. And J, a form of water that falls to the ground such as rain, snow, or sleet. Please be sure to put the letters of the definitions onto the lines that it goes with. You can draw lines to the right definitions, but please make sure that you put the letters on the correct lines. Again, I'm going to keep going. If you need a pause, please do so now. If not, I'm going to move on to the multiple choice. For the multiple choice, pick one best answer choice for each statement. So there is only one answer per statement. Number 11. When using the scientific method, the first step is to form a hypothesis, ask a question, or test your hypothesis. What is the first step in the scientific method? Number 12. Blank is a source of energy that causes water to move. Is it a water system, Brendan swimming in a circle, or energy driver? Blank is a source of energy that causes water to move. (13) As elevation increases, runoff of surface water increases. The elevation causes the water to move over the soil faster. Decreases. The elevation causes the water to slow down and be absorbed by the soil. Or neither. Runoff has nothing to do with elevation. As elevation increases, runoff of surface water increases, decreases, or neither. 14. Which of the following is considered to be surface water? Is it a lake, a cloud, or groundwater? Which of the following is considered to be surface water? (15) Blank is the force that pulls things toward Earth. Is it bungee cords, gravity, or energy driver? Blank is the force that pulls things toward Earth. (16) How fast does groundwater move? Groundwater does not move. Very slow, very fast. How fast does groundwater move? (17) What happens to water when it evaporates? Does it break down into hydrogen and oxygen atoms? Is it in the air in an invisible form? Or does it disappear and no longer exist? What happens to water when it evaporates? (18) Asking a question, forming a hypothesis, and drawing a conclusion are all parts of the scientific method, Miss Bulk's Science Finder, or the water cycle. Asking a question, forming a hypothesis, and drawing a conclusion are all parts of what? The next part is true and false. Please write true if you believe the statement to be true, and false if you believe the statement should be false. 19. Gravity and the sun are both energy drivers of water. Is that statement true or false? Gravity and the sun are both energy drivers of water. 20. When doing research for an experiment, it is okay to use any internet resource. You can trust everything on the internet. Is that statement true or false? When doing research for an experiment, it is okay to use any internet resource. You can trust everything on the internet. 21. A variable oftentimes remains the same in an experiment. A variable oftentimes remains the same in an experiment. Is that statement true or false? (22) When forming a hypothesis, you should use an if-then statement. Is that statement true or false? When forming a hypothesis, you should use an if-then statement. Moving on to the short answer. Answer the following questions using complete sentences. So you need to write this in a complete sentence. Where is one natural place where you can't see water? So first, you need to restate your question. So you'd start your answer by saying, one natural place where you can't see water is, and then you would state that place. Where is one natural place where you can't see water? If you need to pause the video to write out your thought, please do. If not, I'm going to move on to the last portion of the test. You need to draw and label the diagram appropriately. Below is a diagram of a tree. Draw arrows showing the movement of water in the plant. So please show in the diagram how the water moves through the tree. Please show in the diagram of the tree how the water moves through the tree. How does it enter the tree? How does it exit the tree? Please be sure to draw arrows. Congratulations, you just finished your first science test. Please be sure to put your name at the top of the paper and turn it in to me.